Hello everyone, so today we have the two Coveys, so we're going to compare them and see if there's a lot of differences or not. So let's see. So let's look at the eyes. As you can see, the eye sockets, these ones look like they're pretty much the same size. You look at hers, one eye socket is definitely bigger than the other. And it's not as noticeable on this one, I don't think. Take a closer look. Yeah, it's not as noticeable on this doll. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's as noticeable on Cubby 1 as on Cubby 2. Cubby 2 is a little bit more noticeable. That one eye is bigger than the other. I think they're both like that, but I think it's more noticeable on the second doll than on the first one. Let's see. So they're definitely a different mold. Let's see. There's the necks. Both look to have the longer neck. They both don't really have a short neck as far as I can tell. Yeah. They have the longer neck of the new molds for Marie Grace. Seems like Cubby 1 has slightly bushier brows than Cubby 2. It looks that way. Looks like Cubby 1 has slightly bigger eyebrows than Cubby 2. So, interesting. Cubby 1 looks like she has bigger eyebrows. It's very slight. Okay. Yeah, it's very slight variation of the eyebrows. You can see that. Alright. Okay. And the lips, you can see Cubby 1 and Cubby 2. Cubby 2 looks like she has smaller features. So I think Cubby 2 has a slimmer head than Cubby 1. Cubby 1 looks like she has a wider face. See if I can get them together more. Yeah, Cubby 1 definitely looks like she has a slightly wider face than Cubby 2. So, yeah, they have different looks to them. So you can actually tell them apart despite the different outfits I have on them. You can actually tell them apart other ways too. So that's interesting. You can look, they have slightly different features to them. So that's really interesting how some can have chubbier faces and some can have slimmer faces. And that's very typical for American Girl to have some molds with chubbier faces and some with slimmer faces. That's usually how it is. There's usually some variation between the dolls. So it's very common for you to possibly get a chubbier face doll or a slimmer face doll. It's very common to get either one. So you can get either variation. So it's interesting. So these are the two variations of Cubby that you can possibly get. So I'm not sure what you prefer. This is Cubby 1. And this is Cubby 2. I mean, they're both pretty. And with their eyes fully open, you really can't tell, that one eye is bigger than the other. It looks like they're both like that. But when their eyes are completely open, you really cannot tell. Too bad. I mean, it doesn't really look that bad on this one either. You really cannot tell. I mean, I think that's just how the mold is on both of them. Because if you look, with the eyes closed, you can definitely tell. With the eyes open, you really can't tell that badly. That's what's going on. But I'm thinking that's the mold. that this eye is smaller than this one. You can see it's the same way on the other doll. The one eye is smaller than the other. But that's just how a lot of American Girl dolls are. Like I said, they're both like that. So it's just, you don't really see it unless you're looking for it. I don't really think that one is worse than the other. I thought at first that the second one was a little worse than the first one, but it doesn't really seem that way. Now that I've had them both out of the box for a while, I don't see it that badly. So it just seems like this one has a chubbier face, which hides it a little bit better than on this one with the slimmer face. But yeah, definitely this one has a chubbier face, and this one has a slimmer face. But overall, they're both very cute. It doesn't really matter which one you get. Both dolls are really cute, so, but those are the variations. Obviously, if you get the one with the chubbier face, the eyebrows do look a bit thicker, where if you get the one with the slimmer face, the eyebrows look a little bit thinner. But those are the things to keep in mind. So they do match things up a little bit with the decals that they apply to the dolls. So yeah, they do look good. So both dolls look pretty good. I'm not seeing any major flaws with either version of the doll. So yeah, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.